Hi, I'm Vince with Shockwave Magazine. We're here tonight for the Ashes Remain CD release party. Stay tuned so you can hear what they had to say about their upcoming show. Alright, why don't we start with each member. Tell me your name, what you do in the band, and what's your favorite thing to do outside of the band?
Is it rolling?
It is rolling indeed. Pressure.
Hi, my name is Ben Kirk. I play drums for Ashes Remain. One of my favorite things to do outside of playing in the band is working outside, cutting down trees, and smelling fresh cut grass. How's it going to be mine? Sorry about you.
I'm John. I play bass in the band, and one of my favorite things to do is I like riding my moped through the streets of Westminster, Maryland. I'm very excited.
Can you hear this?
Go Ravens!
Yeah. Purple and black, baby.
Hi, I'm Josh. I sing in the band, and I like to travel.
I'm Ryan Nalepa. I play rhythm guitar and some piano, and I like to fish and go to the ocean. I like the ocean.
I'm Rob Tahan. I play the guitar, and outside the band, I like to go surfing.
Cool. This is your second album. How would you say it's a departure musically, lyrically, ...
I think, we've done a few independent projects, and it's totally different because we've never approached it we've never done writing sessions with staff writers before. We've never been produced before, and so just a huge learning curve and new experience for us. So it's kind of cool in that it's literally a completely fresh sound for us, even for us to listen to. We can kind of separate that very easily from anything we've ever done before.
Cool. So, I mean, lyrically, it's basically the same. Do you think it's got the same energy or vibe? Or
Yeah, I mean, I guess like I drive most of the lyrics, and so that's pretty much consistent throughout all the albums. And if anything, I'd say there's more energy on the record, though. It's a little more high octane than the old stuff.
Working with Rob Hawkins, do you think he helped take it to another level, or did he kind of layer something over top of what you were already doing? What do you think he did that actually enhanced what you were already doing?
Ryan.
All right. I think what you were saying was he was more of a layerer and unlayerer. That's not the right word, probably.
I know what you're trying to say. I can understand.
But yeah, he was very, we came in, he wasn't do this, do that. It was just we would play and we wouldn't really have an idea, and then he would help construct our layers. And then, and then there are other aspects, he what we would normally do, he would, or what we would naturally do, he would, unlayer that. And so that's what his job is, I guess. So he can't I think he just doesn't let us do whatever we want. Which, I mean, I think he knows.
He takes what we would naturally do and then tells us it sucks.
Yeah.
And then tells us what to play.
Describe the concept of what I've become.
I guess that one came to me, and what I've become is just about that moment in I think everybody's life where you fallen so far from what you want to be and what you should be and the person you know you were meant to be. And it's that moment of just looking at yourself, realizing where you are, and realizing you need to turn around, you need to get out of that place, and you need to make a change.
What do you hope most for your attendees to get out of your show?
I feel like all the people coming to the show tonight, our main hope is twofold. I think it's to entertain. Obviously, it's a show. I feel like everybody that walks through the door wants to see a show, wants to be entertained. They pay money to see a show, and a lot of people just come for that reason. If people are trying to dig deeper, people want to dig deeper. As important as putting on a good show, we want to, spread our message of hope and that we're broken people and that we want just to give some kind of light, some kind of, positive impression and say, look, you don't have to do all the dumb stuff that a lot of other bands might fall into or whatever. You can have a good time. You can, play a crazy show and do lights and hard, jump around on stage and stuff. But, there's something deeper. There's a lot more meaning to what we do, and it's to make a connection with the people there and be able to talk to them and say, hey, look, man, like, here's real life, and, we just spread that hope of tomorrow, and what God has for us in the future.
So back to the pet peeves. He's quick-witted, isn't he? He's sharp. He's always ready to go, isn't he?
John's probably ready.
John would probably be more ready than me. I'm thinking.
I have a couple. One pet peeve I've had for my whole life is, when we were little kids, when a girl would say that when she grew up she wanted to be a marine biologist. And I always thought, I don't know, I got annoyed by that because I thought, they think that means like swimming with dolphins and like being in the islands every day. Stuff like that, but it's really like being in like a lab looking at little phytoplankton or something.
It's not every marine biologist.
Some of them actually get to do stuff like on Shark Week.
There you go.
So that's one of my original pet peeves.
How often does
Old
that
school.
It happens a lot.
Okay.
Huh. You don't think little girls always talk about wanting to be?
They come up to you and tell you they want to be a marine biologist.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Huh.
Hate you guys.
What's your other pet peeve?
Okay, my other one makes more sense.
That's good, though. I loved it.
Good.
It's good
I
video.
was trying to get it out. I've been wanting to tell somebody that 20 years.
I'm guilty as charged on that one too.
Let him lay back on the couch.
Yeah. I thought everybody was going to agree with me.
Yeah, swing and a miss.
Okay. Another pet peeve I have is when if you're like going to Walmart and then somebody's like walking or somebody wants to cross and you have to stop. That'd be like the courteous thing to do. So if you like stop and then flag them on and then all of a sudden they go, oh, and they hustle across the street and you're like, no,
That
come on,
almost happened
hustle.
yesterday at the Walmart last night.
You know what I mean? Well, I don't like when people hustle across the street because you're trying to be courteous.
Just take your time, bro.
Just take your time, man. Take it easy. Go find your civic.
True love.
Okay, all mine stupid. Nobody likes them.
Anybody else have a pet peeve?
I can tell you a pet peeve. Dang, just thought of one. Sorry. All right,
I don't know.
dude. Pet peeve, huge one. Experienced it the last 4 days of my life.
Oh no.
Diarrhea is a real thing.
Yeah.
No. Huge pet peeve is when I'm at Home Depot, right? And I'm looking for a fitting, okay? Or like a bolt. I'm looking for one, and I go, oh, shoot, right here. It's right as the piece I need, right? The example one that's like stuck to the shelf thing. And I'm like,
Completely
so sweet, dude. Like, this is exactly, I need a quarter male to a quarter female. And then, boom, it's not there.
Been there.
And then you're like, okay.
Many times.
All right, I can get around that if I use just one more piece. I just need one more piece, but I could get this one. I could get the coupling, and then I could get this one, and then that one's gone. And then you just want to go to Lowe's.
Lose.
Anybody else? Who's ready? Rob? Who's got a pet peeve? Come on.
Bad guitar tone. Sometimes you go see a guitar player and their playing is amazing, but their tone is terrible. It's like, spend the extra time to fix your tone. That's probably one of them. Or you'll see someone that's like okay, and their tone is great, and they're that much better.
I don't know if it counts, but I actually hate the word pet peeve. Yeah.
There you go. Biggest pet peeve is pet peeve.
It gets to me.
What's a
We have to invent a new word.
Yeah. I don't like it. So I guess that's
Makes
why.
sense.
That's good.
I give you a list of things I really don't like.
my thing that bothers me that people do?
Thanks.
Pet peeve.
I appreciate that.
Sorry. I don't know. I don't like hugging people. It's like a pet peeve or something. Or like, you know, like, or somebody like just wants, like, comes up and hug, like, especially if you don't know, like,
Personal space.
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't like, or someone, like somebody at a show or something, like, can I get a hug? I'm just like, I'm gonna high five.
Yeah, hello, shot me.
That's sort of my pet peeve.
I share that one.
I mean, thing that bothers me. People.
I laugh giving people hugs because it means they have like a face full of all this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry about your face, but that's comfortable,
What are you guys listening to?
This beeping.
Not right this second. What's in your iPod? What would you put in the iPod or in your 8-track tape player on the bus? We'll get to that in a minute.
Just gonna go around.
Sure.
We should do it all in pairs.
We'll give you some time.
I'm good now. I'm listening to Jason Aldean's new record.
Big country.
I'm listening to Circus Survives, Blue Sky Noise. And I'm listening to Imogen Heap's Ellipse.
I listen to the Black Keys a lot. They're one of my favorite bands, so I've been listening to their new record. But recently, I downloaded some Amy Grant, and I've been listening to that sparingly. It's positive and uplifting.
My cousins actually got a band out of Indiana called Fairfield, and they just released their first album. And I've been listening to that pretty nonstop for the last couple weeks.
I guess on the way here, I listened to some Me Without You, and I think it was Brother, Sister. And I listened to the John Mayer live album.
Where the Light Is.
Yeah, the blue, wiping their getting the blues. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm always switching it up. I'm listening to some Joe Bonamassa right now. He's got some new stuff out. And some James LeBray, the singer from Dream Theater's got like the side band. It's really good, incredible musicians. So I just can't stop listening to that album. But yeah.
So this is your record or your CD release party. Any fear of becoming too big and famous, becoming a rock star, and forgetting where you came from, and forgetting your mission of maybe spreading the word?
So far, sleeping on an '87 Ford school bus keeps us pretty close to humble.
It's true.
Yeah.
I have a brother that would be very upset. He keeps me in line very well.
So tell us a little bit about this '87 Ford school bus.
Beards.
Beards?
You want to start?
Sure. It's a beautiful 1987 Ford B600 school bus. It's painted Ford gray.
Not off-white.
Yeah, it's not white.
It is
Yeah.
Ford
It's tender subject.
gray.
If you ever see us at a show and say, nice white bus, we'll be like, we will probably want to talk to you. It's Valspar. It's official Ford,
It is. It's Ford tractor paint.
literally. So, that's that. It has an 8.2 liter diesel in it, not turbo. Sorry about us. It's slow. It goes 50 if we're lucky. If the temperature's right, low humidity, about sundown, it's going 50, dude. You can count on it. And it holds all of our gear and keeps John safe. Just but it's good. It has 6 beds. One bed is actually converted into storage for all our junk. Then 2 couches,
Game room,
game room,
closet.
one board game in the game room.
Hey, there you
That's
go.
true. Ryan?
I really like it, to be honest with you. And It's just really nice. We've had it for like 3 or 4 years. We've been coast to coast in it. It's a trooper. Like it starts up almost every time. And we need 2 new front tires. If anyone out there is a bus tire provider, we really need 2 front tires. It's bad. Just saying.
I know there's a lot of tire shops that have like buy 2 get 2 free, so you never know.
We need a buy none, get 2 free deal. If there's anybody out there.
Mr. Tartar.
Yep.
All right, let's see. We're gonna wrap up. If
That's what we end with.
right.